Okay, give me a second. So, don't mind the background. My son's in the background, so I just put some on for him. But we gonna get it. We gonna get into it today because it's really been sitting heavy on my mind with this topic or with this issue that I've seen a lot lately, as far as within my life and just other people in general. Um, and it just comes to the point where it's just like, when are you gonna take a stand for yourself? When are you going to put yourself first? Because you put everybody, first before you, and you do all these things for you just to end up getting, backstabbed or get cheated on or just, getting used and abused, And it's just to the point where it's just like, when are you gonna stand up for yourself? When are you gonna start doing those things that you are trying to, instill into others and, build them up and stuff like that? When are you gonna start building yourself up? When are you gonna start, going after your dreams and doing the stuff that you want to do? Because when you have a balance of being selfish and selfless, you know, that can definitely be rewarding and not draining at all. Knowing when to take your energy back when it's being misused. Um, Knowing when to just being present and just not giving up on yourself, like, because what do they say? Sorry, what I'm trying to say is, you gotta respect yourself enough. You gotta respect yourself enough to push your own self. You are, because you don't respect yourself and you're not telling yourself no, setting boundaries with your own self. It shows in your own life when it comes to people, when it comes to things, places, and things like that. When it comes to your job or whatnot. So when you start, practicing those things in your own life with your own self, then it starts to come outwardly to other people. You start to set boundaries with other people, when think things that don't go right with your morals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to get to know yourself. You want to start over and get to know yourself, so that way you know what your do's, what your don'ts, what you like, what you don't like. And you kind of have to just start having intentional consistency. That's what my therapist said. You got to have intentional consistency. And I think that is good, because it's not, you can have consistency, but if you're not doing it intentionally, eventually that might just fall off. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be intentional with everything that you're doing. Um, mm, mm, mm. Like, you want to give yourself grace. When obviously you want to give yourself grace when if you don't want to do things or you just don't have the energy to do it, that's fine. But when you start to be like, okay, now that I got that out the way, now it's time for me to go after what I need to do, go after whatever the case may be, because no one's gonna hand it to you. One, two, what are you waiting for? You keep on waiting for something to land in your lap, something to you keep on waiting for somebody else to pursue your own dreams, and that's just not possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta know that, okay, am I at where I want to be at as of right now? You know, I'm not supposed to be comparing my life to anybody, but start cracking down on that too. Kind of cut back off that. Stop scrolling and actually do the work, do the necessary work. If you don't know where to start, get mentorship, get coaching. Just do anything that is productive to where you feel like you're able to achieve something a little bit each day. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, I'm gonna be vulnerable right now. It's just like there's a lot going on in my life, and I can let that eat me up. I can let that just ruin me. But I got a baby to take care of. I got things that I need to take care of, and I'm not just going back down. Um, I believe in myself. I always bet on myself, so I'm just gonna have to push through. And everything's not gonna be always aesthetically pleasing, and things aren't always gonna go your way. And you gotta understand that. But don't let that stop you. Don't let that not be the motivation that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let it knock you down and you don't get up. What Aaliyah say? Dust yourself off and try again. Yeah, baby. Yeah, tell them, because they not listening. They not listening in the background. But if you don't take anything, if there's nothing that you don't take from this video, all I'm saying is do what's best for you. Do what's best for you and your child. Do what's best for you and what you think is the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people in this world that would manipulate you, that would gaslight you, that would make you think that you're crazy, make you think that you're slow, whatever the case may be. And that's just the that's just the devil's work, you know? Just have God in your presence. Like, God has been so good to me. You don't you He has pulled me out of things all these years. Let me just tell you. And he's constantly helping me. He's constantly helping me grow. Like, there's just things that I didn't think I would ever come out of, a constant cycle. But by the grace of God, I was able to be aware, be aware of my surroundings, be aware of my environment, be aware of the things that I was doing. Like, something just clicked, something just woke up and be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why is it doesn't feel any good? Like, this isn't me. Like, and then once you start to get activated, once things starts rolling, then it's just like, okay, slowly but surely, it's a slow grind up that mountain. But I promise you, you are farther than what you think you are right now. You are more blessed than what you are, what you think you are. So continue to be grateful for every day. Continue to thank God. Whatever your beliefs is, thank whoever you believe in. Thank them, and just continue to have grace for yourself. Continue to know that things are going to happen the way that it needs to happen. Don't take any shortcuts either, because when you take shortcuts, when you do temporary stuff, temporary things is only going to come out of that. You know what I'm saying? You want the longevity. You want things to come out the correct way. You know how when you go to fast food, and that's the reason why it's called fast food. So things are gonna always be how you want it. It's always gonna be something missing, like Wendy's. Every time I go there, there's literally something always missing. And because I'm in a rush, I'm not thinking like, oh, everything's in here. But when you take the time with yourself, with your food, with anything that you do in life, the quality is way much better. Quality over quantity. Okay, it's the slow. I understand that everybody's struggling, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to rush things. Now, in some cases, people will get lucky, and kudos to them. But like I said, for longevity, you want it to be your own pace, not everybody else's pace. Forget everybody else. Forget comparing, and start focusing on yourself. Start focusing on your dreams. Start focusing on your goals. Start focusing on what you want in your life, what you don't want in your life, and just focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Please, please do not let anybody get in your head. I keep telling you this. Like it's easy to really get into that depressive state. It's really easy to just kind of give up, and that's what the enemy wants. But you gotta know within yourself, like, I'm not falling for that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm tired of the way I live. I'm tired of the way I think. It's just all about being intentional, knowing what you want, knowing that you are going to be where you need to be, and start taking those steps to get where you need to get. And I know I keep going in a circle, but shoot, we got it. It's like repetition. It's like repetition. Like, you got to constantly do something every single day in order to create a good habit. Because it's easy to create bad habits. You already see that. When you constantly do it, you're going to keep on doing it. But when you want to start creating new habits for you, in the beginning, it's going to hurt. It's going to suck. It's going to feel forced. But eventually, gradually, that stuff is going to, stick with you. It's going to grow on you. It's going to eventually become like secondhand nature. You know what I'm saying? A second nature, whatever it's called. Um, just be prepared. Prepare, prepare. There's only so much practice you can do. There's only so much notes and preparedness you can do. But just start. Sorry. Just start going after it. Just start doing what you need to do, and then make adjustments along the way. But I gotta get off because my son got it. I gotta tend to my son. But that was a short message. I'm gonna come out with some more content, a little bit more structured. My thoughts are always all over the place, so I'm gonna try my best to give you the content that y'all need and deserve. Peace out.